Is it? Oh, well, wait a minute. I've been on the tour now. I'm a veteran.
Yeah, well, I've been here a while. There's some other guys that are close to my age. I've got a little bit more experience, but I don't mind being called young.
And there is the veteran, Dave Reinhardt. In his case, opposite the track, he and Matt May on the other end of the spectrum of each other, the old and the new, and guess what? The old is coming up. Reinhardt jams next. Once they whip them around the lake, they're going head-to-head, and first up is going to be Insane Zane.
You'll see why we call him Insane Zane. This is Zane Schwenk. Zane skis for Cypress Gardens, and he's only 18 years old also, so two young guns going out there today, and Zane nails his first trick for 710 points. That was the one-ski Mobius, and he nailed it pretty good.
Yeah, here comes Zane, upside down. Try to keep your bearings when you're doing that and land on the H2O. This is jump number 2 for Insane Zane.
Zane charging into the ramp, gets a little bit of air off the wake. Whoa, he goes for the discombobulator. He nails the discombobulator, that half-twisting gainer. But what's this? One judge only gives him 3 points, another judge 5.5, and another judge 6. So obviously, the judges did not like his form on that trick.
Oh boy, he came very, very close to actually hitting his head when he started that reverse off the ramp. All right, he's got 2 skis on now, Tony. I wonder what that means. This is his final jump.
Means he's gonna go big. He knows he has to go huge here. Goes for a double flip. Oh, he doesn't land it. I haven't seen one of those landed yet, but when one person lands a double flip, that's gonna be incredible.
That's gonna be some big time point, and this is expressing yourself to the max, and what a splash. They ought to give him bonus points just for the splash, Tony.
Well, just imagine hitting the ramp at 30, 40 miles an hour with 2 skis on and then going for a double flip. That's incredible. Zane has landed this in practice, though, or so he says.
Wow, man, what was that? A double front back whammy flip flam wham.
And I 2.5.
Yeah, and I heard you actually over-rotated it, nothing under.
Nope, I over-rotated it right to the face. It really hurt. It's just got the adrenaline pumping. We got great sight here, beautiful conditions. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you know, you're not exactly the household name yet here on Sunday. You're looking to change that?
I'm looking to change that. Hank Amos is out because he's hurt right now, and someone's got to put a little pressure on Dave Reinhardt. If I can do it, then I'm going to try my best.
Well, we have Dave the dog, but I do like Insane Zane. And speaking of the dog, here he comes, wolfing it up and ready to hit that ramp.
You know, Dave the Dog Reinhardt is working on his 6th consecutive tour victory. Ho, 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 ho. And with jumps like that, he's gonna definitely get it. He needs to make another good jump, though.
Yeah, the last time that Dave lost on the tour was to Hank Amos back in Shreveport of last year. And keep in mind that Hank is no longer on the tour. He broke that foot of his back in Orlando. So here comes Dave the Dog. This is jump number 2, and he's wrapped.
Coming into the wrap position, going for the front Mobius. A little butt check, but he nails it. The judges obviously like that. 998 points.
One more look as he leans forward, uncoils that rope, gets the butt bounce, but is up, and that's a big score. This is his 3rd and final jump, and you know, for Dave, it seems almost routine. You wonder if he'll pull out his discombobulator one more time.
Well, he wants to get this 3rd jump in to make a victory certain, and there it is, the discombobulator, very, very smooth, 1,016 points, and Dave demolishes the competition.
Yeah, the way he lands this backwards is a lot of fun for the crowd, and quite frankly, it's a lot of fun for us out here who follow him each and every week.
Dave, the dog. What did we call it? The discombobulator, wasn't that it?
Yeah, that's what we some of us been calling it, the half-twisting backflip, discombobulator.
Meaning that I'm discombobulated if I can't even say it.
Perhaps.
Yeah, but I did say it, and you did land
say it, and I did make it, so perhaps you're discombobulated and I'm not. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, but you're the winner, and I mean, that continues to happen.
Yeah, fortunately it has been continuing, and I hope I can have another good year. I've had 6 in a row now. I'd like to make it 7.
Well, he's well on his way. Dave Reinhardt picks up 1st place, followed by Insane Zane, Matt May, and Andrew Tollefson winds up in 4th place. You know what that means? When the expression...
Presented by SeaWorld. There you can see the wind has picked up once again. As Hank Amos gets ready, the chances are the wind won't affect the freestylers quite as much. They're used to skiing in the rough water conditions in ski shows. Jeff Schmick kidding around. Reinhardt, the dog, talking to Matt May, the youngster on tour, the youngest ever to compete in a freestyle competition.
Here are the rules of freestyle. The boat speed varies according to the jump being attempted. Best 2 of 3 jumps are scored on form, distance, and degree of difficulty. First up, the man known as Spanky, 3rd on tour last year in freestyle, Hank Amos.
And this is the man who's been a real thorn in the side of Reinhardt. He opened up with a one-ski backflip, stuck the landing, precision skiing by Hank Amos, 688 points. Followed it up with a one-ski full twisting backflip. Once again, delayed the landing and nailed it. Well over 800 points. That set him at 1553 coming into his last jump.
And you can see from his body English on our ESPN buoy cam, absolutely over the moon about that jump. No problem with the wind here, Wayne.
Well, it appears the headwind is actually helping their landings, cushioning the blow. Amos is wrapped for the 720. 2 full revolutions off the top, and he loses it mid-part of the jump. Handle gets away from him, and he loses his body control.
And so Hank Amos will score a Zippo on his 3rd attempt.
He was actually positioned quite nicely on impact, and somehow right in the middle of the jump, he doesn't keep enough tension on his hand to keep the rope close.
Now here's our next competitor, the youngest skier on tour at age 16, Matt May.
Obviously, he doesn't have the experience of the rest of the group, but he's got wonderful talent. And Amos liked landing on his first jump, not quite the same distance, a little further distance than Hank Amos on the second one-ski back Mobius, but he didn't have the form, thus he wasn't over 800 points.
Great recovery. Now you see May motioning the boat,
instructing the driver to go a little closer towards the ramp. That will help with his positioning. Over a 7-inch wide ski, 45 miles per hour, 720 for him, and he's almost has it. Almost right at his fingertips.
I tell you what, that really looks like fun. And this is a guy whose favorite event in water sports is barefoot jumping. Imagine that.
He got off to a great start too, and he just loses it on the second rotation. So close.
And so the high school student from Wisconsin Dells is done. And our next skier will be Jeff Schmick from Kissimmee, Florida.
Well, the freestylers are a courageous and daring bunch, and here is one of the toughest. Jeff Schmick delays the rotation, and once again, another stand-up landing. This is a record. Came into the one-ski full twisting back Mobius, a little short on distance because he missed his spring, slipped out a little bit on the ramp.
Now the all-important 3rd attempt.
And like the 2 previous skiers, he tries a 720. He's double wrapped. He won't have to hand-to-hand. He'll just have to keep the arm very close to his body on the revolution. And there is no! Almost. Closer and closer.
So close. He went down to the left, down to the right, and almost got back up to ski out. Another look.
This is a guy that always fights to hang on, trying to get himself rebalanced, repositioned on the 7-inch wide, 68-inch long jumper. Couldn't do it.
Now here is the man known as the Dog. Undefeated in 1992 thus far, Dave Reinhardt.
Nursing a few injuries, Reinhardt didn't even look like it on his one-ski full twisting back Mobius. He's a little short on distance. That's why he didn't go over 800 points, but very consistent on the 2-ski front full twisting flip. But that still put him behind Hank Amos.
So now the all-important 3rd jump for Dave Reinhardt. His undefeated season is on the line right here.
This is very tricky, double cutting in a wrapped position. He dives over the front of the rope, very awkward position, lands, can he pull it out? Reinhardt, once again, almost unbelievable.
But he does not overcome Hank Amos.
I guess you get the idea why his nickname is the Dog, man. He locks on, he's on his belly. You notice his waist belt, his back brace rips off, and he stands up.
But he does not lose the ski. The reigning national barefoot champion shows how it's done right here on your belly. That's our Toyota Radical Maneuver of the Week. Dave Reinhardt, I can't believe he pulled this one out. Toyota, I love what you do for me. Now, despite that spectacular save by Dave Reinhardt, the degree of difficulty on that jump was so high that he did not get the form and distance points he needed. That man, Hank Amos, is your winner, and Dave Reinhardt's undefeated season has come to an end.
Well, come on in here. I don't know how many times you've been in second, and Reinhardt pulls it out. He pulls it out, but doesn't have enough form or distance to go by you. Congratulations.
Wow. I thought he had it for sure today. I was very surprised to hear the judges say I was in first, but oh man, I'm ecstatic. I've been skiing hard all year long, and I've been, you know, on his coattails, and I guess today was the day.
Well, I was expecting the wind to be more of a problem, but that really helped a lot of people's landings.
Wayne, you're right. I haven't jumped in a headwind this strong all year, but it seemed to help us out a lot. So it was a factor, but in a good way.
Well, if my memory is right, it was last year in St. Paul, so it's been a long time. Feels pretty good, huh?
I love it. It's great.
Here are the results. Hank Amos over Dave Reinhardt, and that result could have very serious implications for the overall